Hi there, and welcome to Mission Think, a free online platform that aims to democratise education and make information about our society free and accessible. In today's video, we will be providing a brief introduction to Australia's Commonwealth parliamentary system. Australia is a federation, meaning it has several states and territories that form one overarching whole. While each state and territory has its own parliament, the parliament that is most commonly thought of in Australia is the Commonwealth Parliament, which is located in Canberra. In Australia, parliament is essentially a structure that allows for the formation and accountability of government. It constitutes the legislative branch of government when considering the separation of powers, which we will delve into in a separate video. The primary responsibility of Parliament is the making and changing of national laws and ultimately providing a core space where the entire Australian population can be heard and represented. Parliament as a structure is broken up into several elements. The Parliament itself is bicameral, which essentially means that there are two separate houses. The first of these houses is the House of Representatives. This is the bigger of the two houses and is often called the Green House due to the green decor. The House of Representatives ultimately allows for the formation of government. For a political party such as the Coalition or the Australian Labor Party to become the government, with their leader ultimately becoming the Prime Minister, they must have the majority holding of the House of Representatives. At present, there are 151 members in the House of Representatives. Of this, 76 are coalition members, 68 are opposition or Labor members, 4 are minor party members and 3 are independents. In the House of Representatives, the members engage in political debates, which you likely would have seen in the media at one point or another. The House is also responsible for introducing national bills to Parliament, which are essentially legislation before it is actually legislation, as well as ultimately passing that law once it has been approved by the Senate. The House of Representatives also provides a forum for public scrutiny, such as through parliamentary committees, where specific policy matters are investigated and actioned, and question time, where the ministers of portfolios are placed under scrutiny by other members of Parliament. The second of these houses is the Senate. The Senate is the smaller house and is also known as the Red House due to its red decor. The Senate essentially operates as a forum of review for Parliament or a watchdog. All bills that are introduced by the House of Representatives must be reviewed by the Senate, and the Senate ultimately has the power to amend or reject any bills that come before it. The Senate comprises of 76 representative members based on the voting patterns of Australians across each state and territory. This constitutes 36 government members, which includes 31 Liberal Party members, 4 National Party members, and 1 Country Liberal Party member. There are also 26 opposition members, all from the Australian Labor Party. Finally, there are 14 crossbench members, which constitutes 9 Greens members, 1 Centre Alliance member, 2 Pauline Hanson's One Nation members, 1 Jackie Lambie Network member, and 1 independent member. As the Senate does essentially act as a reviewer of the government, a significant aspect of each senator's role is its connection to the community it represents, and thus, liaison with that community is of utmost importance to a senator's role. The Senate itself is broken up into various committees, of which there are 2 types. The first type of committee is a select committee. A select committee is responsible for inquiring into specific circumstances, such as natural disaster committees or a COVID committee. Select committees are only temporary, and once their final report is delivered, that committee concludes. The second type of committee is a standing committee. A standing committee permanently exists as the matter they govern itself is a constant. For example, there is a Committee for Indigenous Affairs and a Committee for Tax and Revenue. In addition to the 2 houses that exist within Parliament, another core feature of Parliament is the Governor-General. Without delving too deeply into the political structure of Australia, it is important to note that Australia is a constitutional monarchy, which means that the Queen of England is our head of state. The Governor-General acts as the Queen's representative in Australia. From a parliamentary perspective, the role of the Governor-General is to give royal assent to a proposed law, which essentially changes a proposed law into a formal piece of binding legislation, outline the process for federal elections, as well as some administrative powers, such as appointing times for Parliament. At present, the Governor-General of Australia is the Honourable David Hurley. So in summary, the Parliament provides the basis for the development of legislation in Australia, the basis for the formation of government itself, and ultimately the accountability to the Australian people. We hope you learned something from this video. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and let us know what you're interested to know.